Well, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hi, my loves. Hi, my angels. Thank you for joining me today on Guided Leap of Faith. Happy Juneteenth to everyone. Um, we're going to try to get our messages out. It is Juneteenth, so I have a little one. I have a family, so it's no daycare today. So I'm going to try to do what I can while she's still sleeping. It's very early right now, okay? So if I can't get as much out there to you guys today, um, my apologies, but family first, okay? Um, Before I get into anything, I have some downloads that I need to get out there to you guys today, for sure. All right, so I was sleeping, as always, nothing new there. And 222 is when I was abruptly awakened in the middle of the morning, okay? And with that, um, I had, oh my gosh, so like I pay attention to like the time when I get up, and then I pay attention to what are my feelings, what colors am I seeing, what's going on with me. And at that time, I just woke up and it was as if I had been rolling around in poison ivy or something. I was just itching all over and I just couldn't stop. I couldn't stop scratching. I couldn't stop that feeling. And I had let me close the door. Sorry, my dog's trying to come in my office. I had anxiety over me. I had worry over me, and it's like I was trying to do something, and I couldn't. I just couldn't stop that itch, and so I kept saying, okay, like, okay, God, what are you saying? What are you saying? What are you telling me? And really, what I feel is that the person that you're no longer with, your past love, your twin flame, your soulmate, or karmic partner, or whatever you want to call it, the one that's no longer in your life, the person on your mind who still holds your inner thoughts. I feel like this person is battling some type of addiction. 222. Again, when I say that, here we are, 222. When I say that to you, they're battling some type of addiction, whether it's sex addiction, addiction to drugs or alcohol. They're battling something, and I think that they're trying to defeat this on their own. I think they're trying to come out of it. I think that they're trying to make that change. I think that God is working on them. They recognize some negative aspects about themselves. They miss you. They want you back. They know what came between the relationship. They know the things, the devices that, the unhealthy devices and attitudes that they had that led tear you apart, in spite of either other people, because I do feel like other people influence the relationship as well, but not just other people, but their own fears, their own addictions, and things about them that they need to change. And I think that they're working on themselves. Um, and I feel like this person is really trying to fight an addiction, and that's why. And I think that last night they had a withdrawal. They had a withdrawal from you, a withdrawal from whatever device or substance they're trying to come off of. Just a withdrawal, just trying to get the devil off of them. Just to get the demons away from them. And they were going through a moment last night. Okay, and I think that that's what I was feeling. Um, in regards to the time being 222, 222 is an angel number that does speak about balance, harmony, and new beginnings. This person does want to come back to a harmonious relationship with you. They want to balance things out, because I think that right now there's no communication. You're not giving them your energy. You're not giving them the time of day. They're not thinking about you. They're missing you. They want to talk to you. They just miss the friendship. They miss your energy, and there's nothing there. And this person feels abandoned by you. Okay, but 222 always lets us know too that everything is unfolding the way it should in divine timing, and just continue to have faith. And that it also talks about a new connection on a new foundation, strengthening with possibly someone that you had an existing relationship with, or either your new soulmate may be coming in as a twin flame, or soulmate emerging into your life, which still could have been the person that you had a previous existing relationship with. That could have been your higher love soulmate or your twin flame that just never did the work to reach your frequency, so that you guys can go on and elevate together and do what you're called to do, because they were fighting the connection. Okay. So, and also if we look at that, like the 222, like if we just take the two speaks about, high priestess. So that would be them now listening to their intuition. And if we add it together to four, that would be your emperor. Okay, trying to come back into your life, that your higher life or soulmate. And if we look at the six, that would be the lovers, the partnerships, and the choices. So, either way it go, it's going to speak upon that love, that person, your higher life or soulmate, come back into your life. Okay, so I did want to get that out there today. I was able to finally get back to sleep. It took a while because I know I was being called to probably get up at that moment to get this message out there. But I was just tired. I couldn't. So I'm just getting out here this morning to get the message out there. Um, what else is there? Also, I felt like someone was sleeping alone last night. So if your person did choose you, because they're in a long-term relationship or in another committed relationship or married, or was living with someone, they're either in another room or your person has their own place and they sit in their own place, and hasn't sit in their own place a little bit lately. Um, or your person could be actually be separating or going there, but they're definitely doing some introspection. They're alone. Okay, they're really trying to look at that life and weigh things out. But your person was definitely alone last night. They weren't with another. Okay, I feel like this person's not sleeping at night either, and they can't get you out their mind. It's like you're possessing them. It's like you're haunting them. They're having haunting thoughts of you. This is definitely an experience that they had not experienced before, and they're confused. They can't shake, why this is going on. Okay. All right. So, what I'm going to do is just get a couple of energy cards. I don't want to do this as my 7-card horseshoe because I'm verifying a message to download that I have for you. Father God, I call on you today. I did give the download that you gave to me. Thank you, Jesus, for using my body as a tool. I hope it reaches the person it's supposed to reach. I myself is part of collective, so if it's a meeting for me, I receive the message myself. Okay. Spirit guides, protect me. My angel, watch over me as I do my reading. Protect me from any negative energy, any negative influence, or anything that's put on my way. I do ask anything hidden in the dark do come to the light. Okay. Spirit guide, what is there? Yeah, this person wants here another 4. You see what I'm talking about? This person wants to come back. They want to have a family with you. They want to see the rainbow at the end of the storm that they're going through. Okay? This could be somebody that you have had children with, or somebody who wants to have children with you, or even if you guys did not have children together, you may have a child, they may have a kid or two, and they want to merge families together, build them, make them one. They want to join in the joy and celebration with you. They want to have a very close connection with you and your children. They want to be more than just a friend, okay? They want to have fun times with you. They want to reach that higher, true loving vibration. Um, they no longer wish to be distracted or busy by the other parts of their life. They want to recognize you as their priority. So, again, like this is somebody that you're either going to has a ready-made family or somebody who's single and wants to create a family with you. But there is a celebration coming. This also can signify that you might be getting an invitation to a wedding or a baby shower or some type of celebration where you might run into this person, okay? You can run into them at the beach, their water. They're definitely in their emotions. They're emotional about this because the water is out here and they do see you as abundance, okay? What else, spirit guides? Can you tell me about the person, the collective mind? Spirit guides, can you give me anything like how I felt like they were dealing with some type of addictions? Can you speak to that? Could I have a clarification on that, please? I might have to put a tarot for that. So hostilities. Okay. So this person is definitely dealing with some hostilities right now, some negativity in their environment, some hostile people, hostile situations, some things that are trying to hold them back. Okay, this person is battling within, and it does show that, you know, if there's a situation that they were already engaged in prior to you, an energy that is a very hostile environment. Okay, it could be verbal, could be emotional, could be someone in the environment looking to be critical or demanding or hurtful to them, or it even could be a work situation that's getting very that they're dealing with some backstabbing and out and out slander going on. Okay, but this card definitely speaks about deceit, because this person is trying to, protect themselves against the hostile energies that are appearing. And, this even speaks to you, and you at some point were, dealing with deceit from this person, the lies, betrayal, and you were hurt, and you feel like you had to guard yourself. Okay, so whether this new energy, your own energy, your energy, or their energy, it does, talk about dishonoring treatment that come from other people, and it's just an open invitation for the universe to send you more protection your way. Okay, and it's just saying that have the courage to stand up for yourself now and always. In this Quark Capricornia, this is a card of abundance. It's an 11, which breaks down to our two, our partnerships and choices, but you really just shouldn't break down one, okay? The Quark Capricornia, that speaks about a lot of abundance coming your way. You are going to be very fruitful, and what you have coming, you're going to be very abundant. You're going to be very abundant in love and finances. Your creativity, your business is going to grow. If you're trying to start a business, your wishes will be fulfilled. This is a time to receive your gifts from the universe because they're very happy. They're happy for you in the job that you did. Job well done on your self-healing, okay? And recognizing yourself and from removing yourself from an unhealthy relationship, from listening to your intuition and doing what God called on you to do. You're going to have job fulfillments, romantic love, money, fruits. There will never be a day that you don't have food on your table. You'll have bills you'll be able to pay off. You'll have money in the bank to get things that you like. Okay. Just know that the seeds that you planted that were positive, are coming and they're ready to be harvested in one way or the other. So you're not going to feast off your abundance, and the spirit is just applauding you for your effort. Okay. Yeah, so with this 26 being an 8, this person's definitely dealing with some karma right now. And they're looking back. I want you to see how they're looking back at their happy family. So if they left the family, like they knew all along that whether they had a child with you or you had children who they got close to, they saw you as their peace, their happy, their family. And they want their family back. And now they're ready to fight whatever came between them and their family, whatever pulled you guys apart. See the look, see how the angry they are. And with this being fall, this person may make their way back towards you in the fall to speak to you, communicate with you, but they want their family back, which is you. Okay? They want to come back to you. But again, you have such new things sprouting up for you. Such new things because you transformed. Give me something on hostility, spirit guys. And let me have something on hostility. So I want to know more about this person. Yeah, this person was deceitful. Okay, they were deceitful. They were manipulative. They were conning. They betrayed you. They lied on you, lied to you. They wanted to take from you. They wanted to take your positive energy. They took your love. They didn't give back. They do have a lot of passion for you, but they're still in their trickery ways. Okay, they're still battling with things from the past that they haven't let go of. And even though the small light in the background, that intuition was telling them, about you, that you were the one, that you were guided to them, they still wanted to act out in their devilish energy. Okay? And now they see you as abundance. And they're looking, and this is looking at you. They're seeing you be happy. They're seeing you at peace. They're seeing you being blessed, and adored and loved by God, by many. They see you balanced, and they're envious of that. Okay? And they know that they could have been right there bathing in the sunshine with you, receiving the joy, the happiness, the peace, material, success, the vitality, the love, but they want it to be deceitful. Okay, they wanted to just act out in their devilish ways. They wanted to go with self-destruction patterns. They wanted to have bondage. They wanted to have temptation. Okay, so they didn't make that move towards you. So they don't have their happy family. Give me a tarot. Let me get. Let's stop working. Okay, I need a tarot. I need to know. I need to know specifically, or yes or no. I need to know. Spirit guide. I feel like, yes, it's still speak to addiction. Is a person battling with some addictions right now? Tell me about this deceit and this hostility. Are they battling some addictions right now? Is that why I was up at 2 in the morning? Is this person crying out for help? Trying to change, just trying to get it together. Alright. Tell me about deceit. You can tell me about the person in the collective mind. Are they battling with some addictions? Alright, spirit guides. This person's taking a risk. This person's being impulsive. This person's heartbroken. Yeah. Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands, this person was definitely in there being impulsive. They were chasing lust. They were, alcohol, partying, dating, taking risks. They were doing everything that they can to pursue, like, the outside life. This person was very lustful in their lustful ways. And this person's now heartbroken. They're heartbroken. They're feeling a lot of grief, loss. They're trying to heal. They are trying to battle with something, battle with trauma. They want to come. Now, though they did come to your life and make an offer to you, but it was a fishy offer, okay? It was one that couldn't be trusted because, see, the fish in a cup, it should be a cup of love. It's a fish there, so this was a very fishy offer, one not to be trusted, okay? They do want to offer an apology, but if you take this apology is not going to be a very truthful apology. It's just going to be something to try to get their foot back in the door. They might offer you love, but even if they offer you love, because this fish is in there, it's not something that you can take to the bank and build off of. Okay, this person's still going to be in and out of your life. This person's still in their lustful ways. See the wand? They're still in their lustful ways. They're still dealing with heartbreak. They have not healed from. They're still healing. So they're going to, the minute the intensity of the relationship, or the minute they feel comfortable with you, they might love bomb you up first. They're going to go back to their same old ways. Don't trust it. Don't eat the fish in the cup. Why would you want a cup of fish? Like, you don't. Okay, you need something more. You need this person. This is a page. So they're still coming with that childlike, immature, maturity. Okay, another wand. This Ace of Wands. They do want a new beginning. They are going to sound confident. They are getting the courage to come and just offer this to you. But again, it's a lot of wands. Okay, it's a lot of lust, and they miss the intimacy with you. Don't go towards it. It's not ready. It still needs divine timing. If this is the route that you want to go, if this person still needs to change, they're not ready. Yeah. And see the Wheel of Fortune upside down. So this person is resisting the change right now. They're having a lot of bad luck. There's a lot of stagnation, and this is a missed opportunity for them. Okay, this relationship. So they still have a lot of work to do. This is the end of the cycle. You're going to sit over there. They stayed in this ways. You moved on. You healed. And now they're dealing with conflict. There's conflict. They wanted to win at all costs. There was betrayal and manipulation. And that's still where this person is. Okay? So keep note. Alright. So let's move on. What else is their spirit guides? I just want to clarify that. Because I didn't like that was coming out there. What else? A caring connection. You have a new caring connection coming on. Like I told you earlier, when I had the 222, it's going to be your soulmate, your twin, a high level soulmate or twin flame, but someone who's going to love you, nurture you, someone that you can be vulnerable with, someone that you can talk to um, spend time with someone who's going to get to know you. Like, what makes you smile when you have a bad day? They're going to be able to tell. Somebody who wants to help you grow, bring out the better version of yourself. Somebody who's going to be on your spiritual footing with you, your vibrate. Um, for your vibrations, okay, your high frequency, and that's what you have coming in, and that's a 14. So this is going to be somebody who balances you, and it's going to be a very self-controlled, harmonious relationship. The person you were with was very envious, and they're going to be very envious to see you move on with somebody else. You know, they were attracted to the light in you, but they're just still holding on to the past, holding on to the darker side of themselves. You know, they had a choice. They could have chose. They had options, and they didn't choose you. Okay, they didn't choose to walk into the light. They wanted to stay in the dark. You know, it's like when God has a calling on your life, you have a choice. You know, you walk with God or dance with the devil. This person was enlightened. They loved what he had to offer, but they just had their foot just so far down in the pit of hell that they were in, so they chose to continue to dance with the devil, and they didn't walk towards you, and now they're dealing with the consequences from that. Okay. Yeah, this person is definitely heartbroken, and they were very heartbroken to see you move on, to see you happy with somebody else, because you are the magician in the mirror. You are manifesting everything to you. You mirror it back to them, and this is your karma and your manifestation right now. Okay, with this being an 8, this is you using your strength, your courage. You're taming. You tame this person's passion. You have everything. You have the mirror, you have the magic, you have the stars, you hold the fire, you have all the elements in you that you need to manifest and bring to reality everything you want. You were this person's all. Everything that you needed to heal them, you had. Everything you needed to ward a situation, you had. They didn't see it. You're going to now embody this to begin your new love, to begin your new life, your new career. And your person's watching, okay, with envy. And they're heartbroken about this because they know they lost a good thing when they lost you. When they lost you, they lost a part of themselves. And now they want to come and take action. They want to take action. And let me say that lightly because this is a 17, so they knew you were the empress, the star in their life, which was clarification when I said that you had everything they needed, you embodied. So this person, you know, saw you as hope, inspiration. They knew you were their spiritual guidance. But I want you to see, like, it's a black wolf and a white horse. So you guys are very polar opposites, okay? You were very different. You came in a different package than what they were used to receiving. So they didn't really know what to do with this. The white is running. You're running, you're guiding the way, you're leading them the direction that they need to go, but they're just standing there. They're not running with you. Okay, so they didn't take action. They stayed in the dark side, the shadow side. Even though they were attracted and wanted to follow you, they did not. Okay, so this person's still just standing, watching, don't really want you to get away, trying to stay close, but took no action to transform. Okay, let's get one more. Yeah. So a new contract for love has come for you. Um, Justice is being revealed. You're being written a new contract. You got a new lover coming in. One that you don't see is coming from the universe, coming from heavens. One that's going to balance you out. One that's going to, you're going to learn from, not learn lessons, but one that's just going to be a higher learning frequency, okay? One that's going to be of purity, one that your ancestors in the universe have put out for you. Also, somebody could be thinking about going to school or learning something new. You could be leaning more into your spirituality than what you did before from going through this relationship. Um, this is also someone could be going into a business contract or making a business deal. They could be looking to sell a house, get a new job, or even just commit to marriage. So marriage might be coming into place for you. But whatever the connection is between the two of you, it's definitely going to be a casual mutual agreement that you're both going to honor. It's going to be binding, not even binding in the law, but even binding in spiritual law as well. And it's going to last the test of time. The scales are balanced, and this this shows that with the scales being balanced, that there's going to be some legal action on the way that's going to turn out in your favor. So if you guys are dealing with something, an adoption or a court case or separation, divorce, or whatever you're dealing with, just know that whatever you have, if there's anything legal going on, that everything is going to turn out in your favor, okay? Because there's going to be a lot of light showing new opportunities. So just remain aware and receptive to what you have coming your way. It's possible that you could meet somebody at a courthouse, and the person, your soulmate, could be a lawyer, be into law, or be a judge, or someone, or there could be a Libra, because Libra represents the scales. Okay, so let's get a loving message since your person, is pulling on your energy and what they would like to say to you. And then we'll finish this up, and then we'll go to our daily 7-card horseshoe before my little one gets up for today. Okay? Definitely just want to get out there to you that, someone was definitely in your energy. Someone's trying to do some healing. Someone's fighting some addictions. Someone's trying to get out of the dark side. But, that could be because they're dealing with a lot of karma for being so deceitful in how they handle you, and they're heartbroken. And they're still having change. They're rejecting the change, okay? So, this was your twin flame. Yeah. You guys were total opposites. Like I said, the black and white horse, you guys were opposites, polar opposites, but somehow you did complement each other. They're reminiscing about you. They're looking at old photos. They're trying to make memories. They're trying to learn from the past. They ran from you out of fear. Okay? The intensity of the relationship made them let go. They had fear of intimacy. They didn't want to get hurt. So they turned, they ran towards someone else. They didn't see your self-worth. They didn't see their own. They need to take time to heal. They're doing some shadow work. They're trying to see what they need to do and appreciate themselves to change. This person's also self-indulging into something, like I told you. They're indulging in alcohol, drugs, or something to cope with everything. They're trying to ground their stability and have some sense of security. They're trying to grow. They're trying to mature. They may be having some performance issues. With sunglasses, this person is watching you. They're looking at you. They're looking at things from another perspective. They may be stalking you, your social media pages, where you live, where you work, following your car, places they know you frequently visit. If you have family members, mother, father, cousins, or somebody who live there in them, or where they know they live, they're probably riding by there to see if they see you there. This person had outdated thinking. They're replaying the events in their head about what went wrong, what happened, how did they jeopardize, because they really did self-sabotage and jeopardize this relationship. Okay? This person's doing a lot of talking. They're talking to someone. They have a trusted friend, a family member, a therapist, or someone that they are talking to about you, that they're letting know that they're still interested in you. They can't get over this connection. Why they still have these feelings for you. They're talking about changes that they may want to make, or trying to ask advice about how to get back in your energy. 2808 when I said that. This person wants to send a message. They may call you, they may email you, they may pop up on you, but they want to talk more. They do miss the communication between you two. I feel like you guys have them blocked in some type of way. Um, this person is with a girl with a snake. They did choose you because they were charmed by lust with somebody else who did not have boundaries. Someone who allowed them to come into their life playing the games that they wanted to play with you. Someone who they felt that's more their type, more on their frequency and their lower self. Somebody who wanted to, that was just as manipulative, just as envious. Somebody who needed healing and growing to do. Someone who didn't challenge them to be their higher self. Someone who they know they could play games with, okay? And now they've got involved with that person, and they don't like it there. They're unhappy there, okay? Because they went just for seduction, for the attraction. It was third party temptations, teasing, hookups, dates, and somehow it's led them into a mess that they can't get out of, that they're unhappy in, okay? And this person's interested in you. They want you. They want to flirt with you. They want that romance back. They want to take you out on a date. See, they want to take you out on a date, and this could be what that fishy cup offer is that they do want to come out, meet up with you, talk to you, but trust me, they want to do this stuff in secrecy because they're still tied up to this girl with the snake. So don't trust the offer. Things have not changed. They're still in their ways. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Don't trust it. Yeah, they want to rekindle. They want to go to a new phase. They had to change your mind. They realized that you were the one they should have held on to and not let go of. And they wanna rise from the ashes and bring this connection back together. They're saying that the relationship with the other person is over. It's not, okay? Like, you're letting them know it's no second chances. The relationship is dead. It's reached its end of the cycle. You've grown, you transformed, and what's dead is dead. Spirit say what's dead is dead. Leave it dead. They had an opportunity. They had a choice. You know, it's not your responsibility to carry them to where they need to be. They needed to do the work to come to where they needed to be. They didn't, and sometimes you have to leave a person where they are and continue. What you saw was their higher self. What you were attracted to was their higher self, the potential of who they could be. But the same way that you saw the potential of who they had to be, you saw your own potential. Okay, and you loved on them, you tried, you forgave them so many times because you kept holding on to the potential of them and the possibilities that you took and have together should they, do the work and go into their higher vibration. They did not. They didn't want to be that person, but you did your work. You saw your potential, who you could be, and you did everything that you could. You healed, you grew, you took back your power, and you moved on to your higher frequency. Okay, you've elevated, you transformed. When you did that, you've left this person behind. Sometimes you're going to think about this person. Sometimes you're going to miss this person. And you might even wonder and feel bad for this person. Like, why couldn't you just grow? Why couldn't you just change? But this is the thing. That's not your problem. They were never your responsibility. Okay? You just keep doing your work, accepting your blessings. God is proud of you. The universe is proud of you, and they're going to show you through your abundance and your blessings. This person now, they didn't do the work. They turned their back towards their purpose and what they're being called to do. They didn't answer the call, so now they have to sit with the bed that they lie. They have to, the hole they dug for themselves. They're going to have to figure out how to get back out that hole. Okay? So, and they're calling on your energy. They're warning you because you left them. They do feel betrayed and abandoned. But again, their choice, not your responsibility, their choice. So this is my reading for you for today. I will do the 7 card horseshoe here in a second. Uh, do enjoy your Juneteenth day. Continue on your being successful. You're going to have much success coming in. Continue on your healing journey. And thank you for joining my channel. Thank you for allowing me to be part of it.